जय भारत जननीय तनुजाते, जय हे कर्नाटक माते, जय सुंदर नदी वनಗಳ ನಾಡೆ, जय हे रस ಋಷಿಗಳ ಬೀಡೆ. ಭೂದೇವಿಯ ಮಕುಟದ ನವಮಣಿಯೇ, ಗಂಧದ ಚಂದದ ಹೊನ್ನಿನ ಗಣಿಯೇ, ರಾಘವ ಮಧುಸೂದನರವತರಿಸಿದ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ. ಜನನಿಯ ಜೋಗುಳ ವೇದದ ಘೋಷ, ಜನನಿಗೆ ಜೀವವು ನಿನ್ನಾವೇಶ. ಹಸುರಿನ ಗಿರಿಗಳ ಸಾಲೆ, ನಿನ್ನಯ ಕೊರಳಿನ ಮಾಲೆ. ಕಪಿಲ ಪತಂಜಲ ಗೌತಮ ಜಿನನುತ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ. ಶಂಕರರ ಮನುಜ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ, ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ಮಧ್ವರ ದಿವ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ. ರನ್ನ ಷಡಕ್ಷರಿ ಪೊನ್ನ, ಕಂಪಲ ಕುಮಿಪತಿ ಚನ್ನ. ಕುಮಾರ ವ್ಯಾಸರ ಮಂಗಳ ಧಾಮ, ಕವಿ ಕೋಗಿಲೆಗಳ ಪುಣ್ಯಾರಾಮ. ಜ್ಞಾನಕ ರಾಮಾನಂದ ಕಬೀರರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ. ತೈಲಪ ಹೊಯ್ಸಳರಾಳಿದ ನಾಡೆ, ಡಂಕಣ ಜಗಣರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಬೀಡೆ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶರಾವತಿ ತುಂಗ, ಕಾವೇರಿಯವರ ರಂಗ. ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪರಮಹಂಸ ವಿವೇಕರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ. ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ, ರಸಿಕರ ಕಂಗಳ ಸೆಳೆಯುವ ನೋಟ. ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ, ಪಾರಸಿಕ ಜೈನರುದ್ಯಾನ. ಜನಕನ ಹೋಲುವ ದೊರೆಗಳ ಧಾಮ, ಗಾಯಕ ವೈಣಿಕರ ರಾಮ. ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವ ಗೇಹ, ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ದೇಹ. ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ವಂದನೆಗಳು ಸೌಮ್ಯ ಹಾಗೂ ತಂಡದವರಿಗೆ. Whenever a sacred chants echo, divine energy awakens. Let the auspicious invocation and Veda Ghosha sanctify this hall and bless the proceedings with purity, peace, and prosperity, for which I invite Anagha and team.
हरि ओम। यथा सोमः प्रातः सवने, अश्विनोर्भवति प्रियः। एवामे अश्विनावच्च, आत्मनि क्रियताम्। यथा मधु मधुकृत संवरन्ति मधावधि, एवामे अश्विनावच्च, आत्मनि क्रियताम्। यथा मक्ष इदं मधु न्यञ्जन्ति मधावधि, एवामे अश्विनावच्चस्तेजो बलमोजश्च ध्रियताम्। अश्विनासारगेण मा मधुनान्तं शुभस्पति, यथा वर्चस्वतीं वाचमावदानि जनागुम् अनु। हरि ओम। हरि ओम। गर्भं देहि सिनीवालि, गर्भं देहि सरस्वती। गर्भं ते अश्विनौ देवावधत्तां पुष्करस्रजा। हरि ओम।
Thank you, Anagha and team. Every grand occasion becomes memorable when graced with a heartfelt welcome. We are deeply honored to invite Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, President Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, Karnataka, a distinguished academician and visionary, to extend a warm welcome and offer the introduction to the august gathering. Sir, please.
गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं अस्मद् आचार्य पर्यन्तं वंदे गुरु परंपरां. Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, I extend cordial welcome to everyone for Samyojanam 2025. ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. ತಾಯಿ ಚಾಮುಂಡೇಶ್ವರಿಯ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಹಾಗೂ ಕೃಪೆಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಈ ಮುಂಜಾನೆ ಈ ದಿವ್ಯ ಸಭಾಂಗಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಶಿವರಾತ್ರೇಶ್ವರ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. With hearts filled with joy and reverence, I extend a warm and graceful welcome to this august gathering on the auspicious occasion of the inauguration of Samyojanam 2025, a national level seminar organized by Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, dedicated this year to the theme of metabolic disorders, the burning problem of the entire world. This moment marks not only a confluence of knowledge and experience, but also a celebration of our timeless Ayurvedic wisdom meeting modern scientific insight, truly a Samyojanam, convergence in every true sense. We begin this divine morning in the holy presence of His Holiness Jagadguru Shri Shivratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, the Reverend Pujya Swamiji of the Jagadguru Shri Veera Simhasana Mahasamsthana Mat Shri Sutturu Kshetra. Your Holiness and your presence itself sanctifies this occasion. Through your compassion, wisdom, and tireless service to education, spirituality, human welfare, human values, you continue to illuminate the path of all of us. We are truly blessed to have your divine presence, blessings, support, and guidance as we inaugurate Samyojanam 2025. Swamiji, I wholeheartedly prostrate on your lotus feet, and I request all the people here to rise and express your pranams to most respected Swamiji. Thank you. Please be seated. We are deeply honored to welcome our keynote speaker. He is on the way, Dr. C.N. Manjanath. Due to the Bangalore-Mysore traffic scenario, he is stuck somewhere and he will reach here and he will deliver the keynote address. And also we request most respected Swamiji to also felicitate our C.N. Manjanath on his arrival. We are privileged to have among us Honorable Justice Shri B.A. Patil ji, former Judge of the High Court of Karnataka, a towering figure of integrity and justice. Sir, your unwavering commitment to fairness and human values brings moral strength and wisdom to every forum you grace. I extend warm welcome to you, sir. We are delighted to welcome our distinguished guest of honor, Dr. Yogesh Chandra Mishra ji, National Executive Member of the Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad a stalwart of the Ayurvedic movement, whose relentless efforts in organizing and promoting Ayurveda at the national level have strengthened the vision of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad across the country and the globe. I extend cordial welcome to you, sir. We have with us Dr. N.K. Manjunath Sharma, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhan Samsthan, Yasvyasa Dyumtibi University, Bangalore, whose pioneering contributions to research and education in yoga, naturopathy, and Ayurveda continue to inspire the next generation of scholars. I extend cordial welcome to Dr. N.K. Manjunath Sharma. Thank you. Presiding over today's function is Professor Sharanappa V. Halse, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Karnataka State Open University, Mysuru. Sir, your dynamic leadership and commitment to advancing open and inclusive education reflect the very spirit of Samyojanam, the joining of knowledge, innovation, and accessibility. We are privileged to have you here, sir. Under your stewardship and support and contributions, we are able to celebrate this function. I extend cordial welcome to you, sir. We have with us Dr. Professor K.K. Dwivedi, Honorable Member of NCISM and also National Executive Committee Member of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. We are happy to extend cordial welcome to you, to Professor K.K. Dwivedi, sir. We have here with Professor Naveen Kumar S.K., the Registrar of Karnataka State Open University, Mysuru. We extend cordial welcome to Professor Naveen Kumar. And also we have today with us Professor B. Ramanatham Naidu, Dean of Academics, Karnataka State Open University, Mysuru, who has been helping us in all the ways to celebrate this function. And I extend cordial welcome to you, sir. And your teamwork and academic excellence embody the spirit of collaboration that defines the gathering Samyojanam. We gratefully acknowledge the best wishes and collaboration and blessings of Paramapujya Jagadguru Sri Sri Shivaratreswara Mahaswamiji and Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Sachidananda Mahaswamiji. And we have also the blessings of Adi Chunchanagiri Math Swamiji, Sri Sri Nirmalananda Swamiji, and also the most respected Sri Sri Bhattaraka Swamiji of Varuru. Because of their blessings and support, we are able to do this function. I extend cordial welcome in their absence. We also extend a cordial welcome to all the institutions all over Karnataka and outside Karnataka, which have supported us in multiple ways, which cannot be counted and accounted. In the city, we have Maharaja Institute of Ayurveda Medical Sciences, Mysuru, JSS Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital, Mysuru, Government Ayurveda College, Mysuru, and Kaveri Ayurveda Medical College, Mysuru. With their support and involvement, we are able to organize this function, and I extend cordial welcome to one and all. And today we have many people who have come from the national executive team of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. I am happy that for 2 days they will be deliberating on various issues, parallelly having a national executive committee too. And I extend cordial welcome to each of the national executive committee members who are here and traveled from different places of this country. In the meanwhile, we have here the people from the press and the many dignitaries, speakers, delegates, and people who have supported us. I extend cordial welcome. We have another, always the supporting pillar for any activities in Mysore, who is none other than Sri Hari, who is the founder chairman of GSS Foundation, which is committed for any type of social activities connected to Sanatana Dharma, and also protection of the nature. And with his support, with his backup, we are able to have today's function. I extend cordial welcome to Sri Hari. I need not say about our own team. I keep it for the last day when we do vote of thanks. Till then, I extend cordial welcome to each one of you. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Ayurved.
Thank you, sir, for your gracious words and inspiring insights that beautifully set the tone for today's deliberation. On behalf of all present over here, I wholeheartedly welcome you to this grand event, sir. I welcome you, sir. I also welcome our organizing secretary, Dr. Gajanan Hegde, sir, who has graced this occasion. Welcome you, sir. Thank you, sir. The lamp symbolizes the light of knowledge, the glow of wisdom, and the flame of truth. May the sacred flame of learning dispel the darkness of ignorance and illuminates our path towards holistic understanding. I place a humble plea to the Paramapuja Swamiji and all other dignitaries to light the lamp and mark the divine commencement of Samyojanam 2025. We heartily welcome Dr. C.N. Manjunath, sir, who has graced this occasion. Welcome you, sir. I request Dr. Ramakrishna, sir, to welcome Dr. Manjunath, sir, with a bouquet.
Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma mritangamaya Shanti, Shanti.
It is my honor to introduce Dr. C.N. Manjunath, the renowned cardiologist of the globe, and also the Member of Parliament, Government of India. He represents the Bangalore Rural Parliamentary Constituency. In spite of his busy schedule, he has agreed to come over here and also deliver the keynote address after this inaugural function. On behalf of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, I extend cordial welcome to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all. Knowledge preserved is wisdom shared. To commemorate this momentous event, we now have the souvenir release, a reflection of the efforts and vision that Samyojanam 2025 represents. Now, with utmost reverence, I humbly request Pujya Swamiji to kindly grace the stage and release the souvenir. We seek your divine blessings for this auspicious moment, and I request
Thank you all dignitaries. In the gracious presence of Parama Pujya Swamiji, we are deeply honored to felicitate Dr. C.N. Manjunath sir, Senior Cardiologist, former Director Shri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences and Research, Bengaluru, Member of Parliament Lok Sabha, Bengaluru Rural, whose exemplary service to medicine and mankind reflects the very spirit of compassion and commitment. We request Swamiji to bestow his divine blessings and felicitate Dr. C.N. Manjunath sir. We request the audience to give a big round of applause. It's such a great moment, honor to have Dr. C.N. Manjunath sir with us. A big round of applause to Dr. Manjunath sir. Thank you all dignitaries.
ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಚನವು ನಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೇರಣೆಯ ದಾರಿ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದ ಆಯೋಜನೆಗೆ ನೀಡಿದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಮೂಲ್ಯ ಸಹಭಾಗಿತ್ವ ಹಾಗೂ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಈ ವಿಚಾರ ಸಂಕಿರಣದ ಪ್ರತಿ ಆಶಯವು ಯಶಸ್ವಿದಾಯಕವಾಗಲಿ ಎಂದು ಆಶೀರ್ವದಿಸಲು ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಶೀರ್ವಚನ ನೀಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಭಕ್ತಿಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇವೆ.
అఖండమండలాకారం వ్యాప్తం ఏన చరాచరం తత్పరం దర్శితం ఏన తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. Dr. Manjunath, Member of Parliament and former Director of Jayadeva Institute, Bangalore. Honorable Justice Shri B.A. Patil,
Mishra, National Executive, VIP. Dr. Manjunath Sharma, Vice Chancellor, SSR University. Dr. Sharanappa Hase, Vice Chancellor, KSU. Dr. Ramakrishna, President, Vishwa Ayurveda परिषद, Karnataka. Professor S.K. Naveen Kumar, Registrar, KSU. Dr. Gajanan Hegde, Organizing Secretary, Samyojanam 2025. Professor Ramanathan Naidu.
Shri Hari, GSS Yoga Foundation, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, learned scholars, practitioners of Ayurveda, delegates, doctors from modern medicine, students, and all seekers of health and harmony gathered here today. We are pleased to be amongst you in this national conference on metabolic disorders, Samyojanam 2025, organized by the Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad in collaboration with Karnataka State Open University, with the support of various Ayurveda colleges in Mysore and Bangalore. Our heartfelt greetings go to the organizers, the elders who have preserved the healing traditions, the researchers and clinicians who tirelessly seek evidence, and every person who has come with the intention of learning, sharing, and serving. Ayurveda's preventive, promotional, and curative approaches emphasize moderation, discipline, and mindfulness. As Acharya Charaka beautifully states, Swastasya Swastha Rakshanam Aturasya Vikara Prashamanamcha. Ayurveda aims to preserve the health of the healthy and to cure the diseases of the ill. The metabolic disorders, diabetes, obesity, metabolic syndrome, and their many complications are not merely clinical diagnoses. They are mirrors held up to the modern life. dietary dislocation, sedentary habits, stress, fractured sleep, and communities disconnected from time-honored rhythms. Some challenges transcend social classes, geographies, and age groups, and they are precisely the kind of challenge of which Ayurveda, with its holistic view of the body, mind, and environment, offers profound insight not only in treatment but also in prevention, lifestyle design, and the restoration of balance. Ayurveda teaches the health is sustained when the individual aligns with the laws of nature. Metabolism, in essence, is the play of Agni, the digestive and transformative fire that operates at physical, mental, and cellular levels. When Agni is balanced, nutrients become ojas, that subtle essence that supports immunity, clarity, and vitality. When Agni is deranged, the process of transformation falters, leading to ama, undigested residue, which is the seedbed of many chronic diseases. This model is not just a metaphor, it is a practical diagnostic and therapeutic framework that invites one to see cause and remedy across diet, daily routine, mental state, and environment. However, insight without inquiry is incomplete. That's why gatherings like this are vital. Ayurveda and modern biomedical science approach the same human organism from different angles. Together, they can produce a fuller map. We congratulate the Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad for creating a forum that encourages a dialogue where empirical research meets clinical wisdom, where randomized trials and long-term observational knowledge can be placed side by side and learned from one another. The three broad priorities that need to be taken note are: first, deepen evidence-informed integration. Promote rigorous research into Ayurvedic formulations, protocols, and lifestyle interventions for metabolic disorders. But to do so, it requires intellectual honesty and methodological rigor. Second, emphasize prevention and public health at scale. Individualized treatment is Ayurveda's strength. Yet the epidemic nature of metabolic disorders requires population-level action, dietary, education rooted in local food culture, community programs for movement and stress management with spiritual touch, training primacy care provides simple Ayurvedic preventive measures, and public policy that supports healthy food systems and urban design. Third, nurture the next generation. Encourage interdisciplinary training so that young Ayurvedic practitioners are fluent in research methods and conversant with molecular medicine, and so that young biomedical scientists are informed about Ayurvedic epistemology. On a more practical plane, one has to commit to a few actionable steps emerging from this conference. Establish multi-center collaborative trials for high priority conditions. Create an open repository of standardized formulations and their profiles. Design community pilot programs that demonstrate cost-effective prevention, and publish consensus statements that policymakers can use. At the heart of all medicine lies compassion. Metabolic disorders often carry stigma, shame, and self-blame. As healers, one must practice with empathy, empowering patients rather than prescribing fear. Ayurvedic consultations traditionally give time to listen, to observe, to understand the life context of the sufferer. In an era of hurried care, we must protest the time. Technology can augment our reach, but it must not erode our humanity. All participants scholars, clinicians, students, and policymakers need to carry out discussions here with humility and curiosity. Present your data clearly, critique constructively, and remember that disagreement, when done with respect, moves knowledge forward. Let this conference be a living example of how tradition and science can be partners, not opponents, in the healing work. Finally, metabolic health is not only a medical task, it is a cultural one. Relearn your kitchens, reclaim regular sleep, celebrate movement and play, make stress reduction a social value. When communities discover these small but cumulative practices, the heavy burden on clinics and hospitals will ease. May deliberations be clear, experiments honest, collaboration fruitful, and compassion abundant. May an ancient wisdom of Ayurveda and the probing light of modern science together illuminate practical paths that restore health of millions. The Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, a non-governmental voluntary organization, is working for the re-establishment of Ayurveda to its past glory. The work of the Parishad is highly appreciable in bringing together the key pillars of the Ayurvedic ecosystem: Vaidyas, Upaspatas, Dravyas, and Rogis. We are happy to know that this organization is guided by eminent academicians and physicians, and it promotes global dialogue, scientific collaboration, and evidence-based advancement in Ayurveda. Connecting tradition with tomorrow is a well-deserved caption of the conference. It is indeed a commendable job by the Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. It deserves to be congratulated for this exemplary work. We hope that it continues to do so in the coming days. We wish all the delegates an exciting stay in Mysore. May God bless you all. We wish the conference all the best. Somtu.
The presence of a guru is the highest blessings for any gathering. Humble pranamas for showering your blessings and guiding us on the path of knowledge and service. We humbly offer Falatambula at the lotus feet of Paramapuja Swamiji as a mark of our deep respect and devotion, for which I request Dr. Ramakrishna sir and Dr. Gajanan Hegde sir
Honorable Member of Parliament, Dr. C.N. Manjunath sir, globally reputed cardiologist and an exemplary leader who embodies both compassion and commitment. We request you to address this august gathering, sir.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್. So in fact, it's a matter of pride and privilege to be amongst you this morning for this Samyojanam, a national conference on metabolic disorders organized by Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, His Holiness Sri Sri Deshikendra Swamiji, who has given his divine blessings and also introductory speech. And we have host of guests on the dais, Honorable Justice Sri B.A. Patil ji, Dr. Yogesh Chandra Mishra ji, Dr. N.K. Manjunath Sharma ji, Professor Sharanappa Alse, the Vice Chancellor of KSU, and Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna. In fact, he is very much instrumental in bringing me here because at the same time had an equally important meeting. But somewhat I thought I should address these august luminaries in the field of ancient medicine. And Professor Naveen Kumar, Dr. Gajanana Hegde, Professor Ramnath Naidu, and ladies and gentlemen, and again, my hearty congratulations for hosting such a beautiful meeting in this historic city of Mysore. We have many branches of medicine today. Of course, India is known globally from ancient times for Indian system of medicine. We have today Ayurveda, we have homeopathy, we have naturopathy, and of course, we come from allopathic system. Whether it is allopathy, whether it is Ayurveda, whether it is homeopathy, whether it is allopathy, we should have sympathy for the patients. That is the very bottom line. Before embarking on the actual aspects of life and the epidemics of metabolic disease India is facing today, let me define what exactly is the life, because today we always talk about time has changed, time has changed, time has changed. In my opinion, time has not changed. Sun is very much there. He rises in the east and goes down in the west, and we have same moon, and the sweetness of mango is still there. Bitterness of neem is still there. What has changed? The people have changed. Their attitude has changed. Their food habits and food practices have changed. Their unimaginable ambitions have changed. So in my opinion, because all these things will have a major impact on the health, the way we think, the way we live our life, the way we eat, they actually influence our life, and also it has got a similar impact on the health. What is definition of life? In my opinion, life is nothing but it should be simple in wealth, silent in anger, polite in authority. That should be the definition of life. And life is difficult. Life is best for those who enjoy it. Life is best for those who enjoy it, difficult for those who compare it, worst for those who criticize it. So I think definitely in the last 4 decades, there has been a phenomenal increase in the increase in the development of various lifestyle diseases. Today we are talking about various lifestyle diseases, and you just look at how the life has evolved today. The first 10 years, we always talk about what is the age, what is the age, what is the age of your child, 5 years, 6 years. Then 10 to 20 years, we talk about marks, how many marks your child has scored. Then 20 to 30 age group, we always talk about what is your salary. See, this is how the world has evolved. First 10 years, we talk about age. 10 to 20 years, we talk about marks. Then 20 to 30, we talk about salary. 30 to 50, earnings. 50 to 60, blood pressure and blood sugar. Blood pressure and blood sugar. Then 60 to 70, we talk about pension, how much of pension you are getting it. Again, after 70, we come back to age again. When we see people who are in 80s and 90s, moment we come see them, we always ask, what is your age? How is your health? Is everything is okay? So even the life is also exactly like an ABCD. ABCD life is different for youngsters. And the same ABCD, if you apply to the elderly population, that ABCD is different. For youngsters, A means what? In this modern day of digitalization, artificial intelligence, machine learning. A stands for Android, B for Bluetooth, C for computers, D for dance. Then you take this ABCD into elderly life. A for arthritis, B for blood pressure, C for cholesterol, D for diabetes. This is all we are playing around this ABCD life and these things. Yes, coming back to Ayurvedic system, today we have all these things. We should all work. These various system of medicine should be complementary to each other. Each one of them has its own glory, has its own glamour and flavor, if it is practiced in true sense. For example, you take allergic disorders, autoimmune disorders, musculoskeletal disorders. I think there is a lot of benefit from Ayurveda, maybe even for that matter, homeopathy, naturopathy. So India today has emerged as one of the front runner of global health tourism. It is Ayush which is attracting more foreigners under health tourism than allopathy. So I think this is where Indian tradition. In fact, 6 days back, I was in Moscow for Asian Parliamentary Assembly, where 19 countries have participated. I had an opportunity to interact with some of the members of the parliament from Russian Federation. Moment we met each other, they were telling, I think India's yoga is very popular in Russia. India's yoga is very popular in Russia. So, in fact, that made us proud, because you know all that, because today we have, yes, there is explosion of technology. The diseases which were not treatable today can be treated. There is explosion of technology on one side. At the same time, there is explosion of new diseases. So nature is always ahead of technology. Nature is always ahead of technology, and that is the reason we should promote nature, we should preserve nature, and we should not tinker nature. Today, a lot of problems we are facing because we are really aggressively trying to attack nature. So, yes, we need a system, because prevention is better than cure, precaution is still the best. So what are the metabolic disorders we are looking at? Of course, number one, most important thing, because India is facing an epidemic of various metabolic disorders and various lifestyle diseases. 60% of deaths in India is due to lifestyle diseases. What are those lifestyle diseases? One is diabetes mellitus, heart attack and heart attack related disease. Third is high blood pressure. Fourth is stroke. Fifth is cancer. Sixth, recently, is added to the list of lifestyle disease, what is called screen addiction and loneliness. Screen addiction and loneliness. Screen addiction is very, very common nowadays. Screen addiction means you are spending more time on social media, you are spending more time with computers, iPads, iTabs, all those things. So for all these diseases, earlier, children used to bring parents for the treatment of all these diseases. About 3-4 decades back, children used to bring parents for the treatment of heart attack, brain stroke, or diabetes, cancer. Today, where are we? Parents are bringing their children in the age group of 20 to 40 for the treatment of all these diseases. So this is where the entire medical system, the portfolios need to look at why this is happening. See, all these diseases are coming down in Europe and United States, but in India, it is growing up. So in fact, because we have changed our lifestyle, we have changed our food habits and food practices, and we are today talking about industrialization. We are talking about digitalization, computerization. All in all, we have also added what is called laziness syndrome. Physical inactivity has become order of the day. So, as I was trying to impress upon, yes, we need to take a lot of precautions. We are having lots of our young doctors sitting here from, Ayurveda and other systems. Today, I think we need to take preventive measures from childhood itself. That is very, very important, because in India, obesity, childhood and adolescent obesity, as well as diabetes, is a silent health crisis. You look at last 10 years, the diabetes as well, of course, I will come back to diabetes later. The childhood obesity and adolescent obesity is on the rise in India, which was 2.5% somewhere in 2014. It has gone up to 5.5%, particularly under 5 years, under 10 years. We are seeing a rise of obesity in children, and same obesity is being carried on to adulthood. And also, the obesity is also on the rise among the adults. Almost the rise of obesity it has jumped from 12% to 22%. Nearly 1/5 or 1/3 of Indians, particularly living in urban areas, are having obesity. Because obesity, as you know, in India, we have got a typical obesity, what is called central obesity, common in adults. Overall body weight is not more, but they have a protuberant abdomen. That is what is called central obesity. There is a very popular saying. I think on the other day I was seeing a picture. They are carrying a pumpkin. One person who is obese, his abdomen was really protruding. He was carrying a pumpkin on the head. So, two very nice letters were written. The pumpkin that was grown, that he was carrying on the head, was grown in garden, and the pumpkin in the stomach was grown at home. So I think definitely obesity is a public health problem. And why this is happening? Because our kids are very much attracted, kids and adolescents are very much attracted to fast foods, junk food. What is the definition of fast food? The food that takes away your life fast is the fast food. The food that takes away your life is the fast food. So the food, if you, because there's a very popular saying, see, we should eat to live. We should not live to eat. There are some people who are living to eat actually, but we should eat to live, but we should not live to eat. So why this is happening? There's a paradigm shift in the food, in what we consume today. Processed food, ultra processed food, sugary drinks, and sweetened, sugary, and again oil rich food. These are the main reasons why childhood obesity. Because our children, see, this is what happens. When our children cry, we always try to give this sort of food. But if you don't give, they may cry for few minutes, maximum few hours. But if you start giving all these things, then they have to cry for lifelong. They have to cry for lifelong. So I think this is where we have to be. So there has to be some sort of a regulation, particularly on processed food, ultra processed food, sugary drinks, and oil rich food. So in fact, during independence, we had a program called Quit India. So now we have come to a stage, it has to be a fit India. From Quit India, we have to move towards Fit India, and that's where, so we have to take care of our children health. Childhood obesity is a public health problem in India, and adolescent, particularly under the age of 15 years, nearly 15% of our kids are becoming fat, are becoming overweight. So this is where we need to address all these things. Then physical inactivity is another important thing. So children, why we are facing? Because of all this food, along with them, screen addiction and is also a problem among children. Because now there are online classes, their teaching has been shifted to online mode of teaching. So all these things put together are really causing childhood obesity, which is ultimately carried on to the adulthood. So obesity is certainly an independent risk factor. And another important problem what we see, because it is a symposium on metabolic disorder, I think snoring. Snoring is basically diagnosed not by themselves. Many people who snore, even they snore so much, even the neighbors will not properly sleep. But if you ask that particular person, he says, no, I never snore because he is in deep sleep. It's only the diagnosis of snoring is basically done by spouse, either by husband or by wife. I think if they come out with this history, that means they are living together. That means they are living together. See, snoring causes a lot of metabolic issue. It can cause high blood pressure. It can cause diabetes mellitus. It can cause heart attack and stroke. So, and also they can develop ultimately a respiratory failure. I think snoring, because snoring is more common among obese people. So most important is your weight management. Weight, I will come to that later. Then the second important metabolic disorder, every one of us are well versed, is diabetes mellitus. In India, at this point of time, there are 15 crore diabetic people. 15 crores are having diabetes. Another 15 crores are on the verge of becoming diabetic. But the irony is, whether you have already suffering from full-blown diabetes, or whether you have already a pre-diabetes or early onset of diabetes, the risk factors are same as far as heart disease, kidney disease, and stroke is concerned. One group may be having diabetes for many years, another may be a pre-diabetic. Pre-diabetic is as important as full-blown diabetic, because diabetics are more prone for all sorts of complications. Heart attack is 5 times more common among diabetics, and blood pressure is 3 times more common among diabetics, and they can also develop peripheral vascular disease. They can develop chronic kidney disease, and they can develop various eye disorders. So I think, of course, today we have on one side obesity, on the other side malnutrition. So there has to be a balanced diet. Our diet should be balanced with respect to proteins, with respect to carbohydrates, minerals, fruits, and vegetables. Recently, a new entity has come in diabetes, what is called type 5 diabetes. It is all type 5. See, type 1 is autoimmune, type 2 is lifestyle insulin resistance, and type 5 today is because of malnutrition. See how things paradoxically they have changed. That is the reason in low and mid-income countries, of course, India is now not under low-income country, it is a mid-income country, and I'm very happy to make this statement. By 2047, India will be the developed nation. India will be the developed nation. And by 2027, just another 3 years, India will be the third largest economy. So India will be the third largest economy, and we are likely to overtake Germany by 2027. And in fact, about 10 years back, India was placed 10th in the global economy ranking. Today we are in 4th. We have just taken over Japan and likely to take over Germany by 2027. So keep this apart. So malnutrition can also cause all this issue. See, why I am telling all these things? We have a theme by either 2030 or by 2037, we should have health for all. There are two components. We have to improve our health infrastructure. We have to improve our healthcare system. Is it alone to achieve the goal of health for all? No. In addition to developing our healthcare structure, our health infrastructure, healthcare services, make healthcare more affordable, accessible, and available, other 3 important things to be taken care. We should provide clean air, clean water, clean food. Very, very important. Today, air pollution is one of the emerging risk factor, because normal perception is, common man perception is, air pollution causes respiratory disorders. Okay, it can worsen bronchitis, bronchial asthma, and all those things. Now we have a robust data. Air pollution can trigger heart attacks. Air pollution can trigger heart failure. It can cause irregular heartbeat. It can affect pregnant women, resulting in miscarriages, low birth weight. It can affect beta cells of the pancreas, causing diabetes mellitus. And this is where air pollution is considered to be a new tobacco. Air pollution is considered to be a new public new smoking, equivalent to new smoking. And this is where we have to protect and preserve our atmosphere. Of course, air pollution has to be prevented, very, very important. The common causes of air pollution is vehicular emissions. Then comes your industrial emissions, and also from construction dust. In India, most of the projects are not completed on time, the building construction does. So one is vehicles. Of course, Government of India has taken a huge mega plan of renewable energy, where let us make more energy from nature, that is solar, that is from sunlight, as well as from the wind and from other renewable sources. Today, in fact, Government of India has allocated 26,000 crores for renewable energy. 26,000 crores, and also in this year itself about 1 crore Suryagar. Every house, I think 1 crore houses will have a rooftop solar panel so that you yourself can generate electricity, and at the same time you can reduce the pollution. And electric vehicles are coming now, because the Government of India is announced a lot of subsidy for electric vehicles, maybe two-wheelers or four-wheelers. I think this is where air pollution today kills more people than smoking. As for the data, last year, smoking has killed nearly 14 lakhs people, and air pollution has caused 22 lakh deaths. Air pollution has caused 22 lakhs deaths. I think these are some of the important things in addition to medicines. See, of course, when people have problems, when medical illnesses, coming to the hospital and we take care, that's a different issue. But preventive measures are very important. So even soil pollution is happening today, because farmers, for anything they want to grow, they use pesticide, they use chemicals, and the sewage water is not properly treated. It is let into the lakes. And today, because of this, in fact, the Central Pollution Control Board has actually given strict guidelines. We need to subject the sewage water to a tertiary treatment, then we have to let into the lakes. And today we are filling the lakes with the sewage water, and sewage water is contaminating the ground water table, and whatever you grow, yes. So in other words, we are consuming poison in micro quantities in whatever food we are taking. This is where we are having a lot of problems. In many villages, in the outskirts of metro cities in India, they are facing this problem of water pollution, soil pollution. I think these are some of the basic issues we need to address. These are some of the important things. Then coming back to heart attack. Heart attack today is heart attack and brain strokes accounts for 30% of deaths in India. 30% of deaths in India are dying due to heart attack and brain stroke. And unfortunately, in India, 30% who develop heart attack are below 40 years of age. So young Indians, middle-aged Indians are becoming vulnerable to heart attack, brain stroke, diabetes. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಮಧುಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಧುಮೇಹ, ಮಧುಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೃದಯಾಘಾತ. And many bridegrooms are brought to us for treatment of heart attack from the marriage halls. And believe me, there's arranged marriages. There was no dispute. So I think why this is happening? Because all metabolic disorders, one, yes, because of food habits have changed, food practices have changed, and physical inactivity. According to one survey, 51% of Indians are lazy because they are crazy. So physical you ask some people, what is your job? What is your profession? Sir, I'm not doing anything. Not doing anything is their job. Of course, there are so many reasons why people are become physically inactive. See, you need to be active. You may be having plenty of money. You need to be active yourself to keep your health in shape, to keep your body in shape. You may be having, because you look at many of the elite rich communities, they have appointed various servants, maids, and the servant's health is very good, master health is bad. Servant's health is good, master health is bad. See, I think we have to do some job. We should be, because many people in India are dying because of stress and because of overthinking rather than walking. So the slogan today is stop smoking, start walking. Stop smoking, and start walking. Yes, I will just highlight about heart attack. What are the risk factors for heart attack in India today? We have one group, non-modifiable. We can't change them. Age, you can't change them. When I was a medical student, age more than 65 was an independent risk factor for heart attack. Today, age more than 45 has become an independent risk factor. Then females, yes, there was a time female hormones will protect them against heart attack at least up to 50 years. No, now that is fading away. Even women are working like men, and we have a nomenclature what is called menish women. They exactly work like men, and that protection is fading away. And women they are doing all jobs today, and children education has become mother's examination for late. They are under terrible stress today. When their kids are taking competitive exam, 10th standard, 12, when before the night before the results are announced, their heart rate is high, their blood pressure has gone up. How many mothers are coming to us? Although I am a member of the parliament today, still I practice 2 days a week when I am in Bangalore. Still I practice cardiology 2 days a week, Monday and Wednesday. I still practice. That's what we have to, we should have passion for your profession, whatever it is, whether it is Ayurveda or naturopathy or homeopathy or allopathy. You should have passion for your profession. You should love your profession. If you salute your work, you need not salute anybody. If you pollute your work, then you need to salute a lot of people. I think this is where we have to love your job. If you go on, because we have a lot of youngsters here, don't bother about money. For doctors, money will come little later, but it continues to come throughout your life. We have to, because there can be, because anyway, I will not break away from the heart attack. Let me finish that. Then, hereditary factor. In our study, we have done a study on nearly 15,000 heart attack patients. 17% had a strong family history of heart attack. What is a strong family history? If any of the family members have suffered an heart attack before the age of 50, such family members are more prone for heart attack. If somebody develops heart attack at the age of 80, it's not considered as a family history. So I think many a time our children in this generation ask, how much of money you have kept for me? How much of property you have registered in my name? In my opinion, if parents have lived up to 80 years without a disease, that is the best genetic health balance sheet they are passing on to the children. That is the best genetic balance sheet they are passing on to the children. Then, so age you can't change. Here and there for some marks card, some people might change, and they always tell I should not have retired now because my age is 58 now. On the record it's 60. That's fine. So age you can't change, sex you can't change, parents you can't change. But what are the modifiable risk factors? Modifiable risk factors are, one is smoking. Unquestionably, smoking is number one risk factor for all this, whether it is heart attack, brain stroke, or high blood pressure. Second is diabetes. Third is high cholesterol. There is a strong correlation between cholesterol and all these diseases. Of course, this all come in metabolic syndrome actually. Metabolic syndrome constitute what is one. The metabolic syndrome people will have diabetes, will have hypertension, will have obesity, they will insulin resistance, and they will also have high cholesterol. That constitutes a metabolic syndrome actually. So that is one of the risk factors. Then another important risk factor is what is called a sitting disease. See, if you are sitting in the same place for more than 4 to 5 hours, it is equivalent to smoking 5 cigarettes. It's very common nowadays among people because of professional, hazard, they have to work. In some people, they spend time on seeing serials, TV serials. believe me, some of the TV serials never end in this generation. So sitting disease is one of the physical inactivity. See, if you walk 45 minutes a day, your lifespan increases by 10 years. There are various data. Physical inactivity is one of the reason, and stress is another. So I think these are all conventional risk factors: diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, and physical inactivity. But two more new risk factors are added to this. That is, number one is stress. I am stressing too much on stress because stress is an important risk factor. Blood pressure you can measure, blood sugar you can measure, cholesterol you can measure. You can't measure the stress because 25% who suffer heart attack do not have any of these risk factors. No diabetes, no hypertension, no smoking, but still, because I think our present generation wants to achieve too many things in a too short time. Their ambitions are unlimited, and everybody has their own stress. Students have their futures, their study stress, and people, those who are doing business, they have a business stress, and those who are in academics, they have an academic stress. So stress, I think the rich people, in fact, they also run, they basically run to digest food actually. Poor people run to earn food. That is the difference between rich and poor. So physical inactivity, and of course regarding environment, and our personality also will have an impact on metabolic disorders. Your attitude, your behavior, your mannerisms, many a times that is what is called type A personality. What is type A personality? Type A personality people means they are very arrogant, eccentric, sadist. They, even if somebody is doing good thing, they never compliment. They always believe in criticizing, and they have a lot of suspicious nature. They have a lot of jealousy. I think three things should not be there, because all these things also will affect your metabolic status: suspicious nature and jealousy. And because those people, neither they sleep properly nor allow others sleep properly. So all these things causes, I mean, they are the reasons for heart attack today in India. So of course I will not get into the treatment aspect because this is not the forum to address this. And yes, our food habits and food practices should be streamlined. It's very, very important. And who is your partner? Who is your companion? Is it your wife? Is it your husband, children? Your partner is your body. Your partner is your body, and it is your responsibility to take care of your body. Because what is your permanent address? Your permanent address is your body. It is your responsibility to take care of your body. And so food habits and food practices should be, when we advise some diet for some patients, we have some funny questions actually. We say, you take 3 chapatis, okay? And maybe if you're a non-vegetarian, 1 egg, 3 chapatis, some sabji. Some will ask, is it before food or after food? So I think you have to always, that's a very popular saying, the food whenever we take, so you should eat your breakfast like a king. Breakfast like a king. And your lunch should be like a queen. And dinner should be like a beggar. I hope you can understand all these things. So I think this is where, so, and another important thing I wanted to highlight, there is no correlation between your body weight and cholesterol. Your body weight, because common perception is only obese people will have high cholesterol and thin individuals will not have high cholesterol. That is wrong. There is no correlation between your body weight and your cholesterol. You may be thin, you may be underweight, but still your cholesterol can be high, because 70% of cholesterol is coming from your own liver, which is genetically driven. 30% comes from what we eat and what we this thing. I think certainly these are, so there are about 12 non-medicine medicines are there in nature. There are 12 non-medicine medicines, or you can say there are 12 nature doctors that we have to follow, whatever may be the practice we are doing, whatever may be the branch of medicine we are following. Number one is sunlight. Number one is sunlight. Second is diet. Third is rest. Fourth is fasting. Fifth is good sleep. Sixth is smile. Seventh is fruits and vegetables. Eighth is gratitude. Ninth is talking to each other, then talking about others. Talking to each other, then talking about. 10th is meditation. 11th is yoga. And 12th is Ayurveda. 12th is Ayurveda. So they are non-medicine medicines. They are the nature doctors. So certainly, of course, there are 7 habits, because I see a lot of youngsters there. 7 habits for a successful life. What are those 7 good habits? It's the habits build reputation. Habits build your future. I think good habits build your, because reputation is the one which lasts longer than personality. Number 1, make reading a habit. Number 1, make reading an habit. Second, give health a priority. Give health a priority. And third one, have an attitude of gratitude. Third. Fourth, you learn some lessons from the people who admire. And fifth, actually have an action plan for a day, night before. And again, you should have, take some risk if you are doing some good thing. And that's what, have a positive outlook throughout your life, because positive attitude should be your motto. And because there can be ups and downs in your profession, don't worry, because I think ECG is your best example. ECG is your best example. There will be ups and downs. Nobody has ever won a chess match by playing in one direction, by moving the pawn in one direction. So you focus, if you go on focusing on problems, then you will have more problems. If you go on focusing on possibilities, then we'll have plenty of opportunities. Certainly, the health is a priority. Health is wealth. That's a very popular saying, health is wealth. And ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಅತ್ಯಮೂಲ್ಯವಾದಂಥ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಆರೋಗ್ಯನೇ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕೊಡುಗೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಸಂತೃಪ್ತಿಯೇ ಸಂಪತ್ತು, ಸಂಬಂಧವೇ ಒಂದು ಬದುಕು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು we have to follow all these things. So because there are medicines, of course I will not today, whether in our system also there is a lot of development. We are talking about artificial intelligence, robotics, and we have angioplasty, bypass surgery, and all those things are there. And again, rehabilitation is very, very important. And the way we talk, so I think ultimately you should have sympathy, empathy, compassion for the patient. That is bottom line. And 3 things are very important for all the doctors, because whatever may be the medicine you may be giving, 3 T's are very important: talk, touch, and treat. So we need to talk to patients. Then they believe that here is a doctor, they are caring for themselves. Today, many times, telephonically we try to diagnose, telephonically we try to give treatment. So that may not be correct all the time. So talk, touch, and treat. Then the 4th T gets added, if the trust. So I think virtual textbooks, of course, what your university, what your colleges has taught is only 50%, another 50%, the patients will teach you, this environment will teach you, your further professional career will teach you another 50%. So definitely, I really enjoyed addressing all of you. So finally, I conclude, dedication is more important than designation. Sincerity is more important than seniority. Values are more important than valuables. Mindset is more important than the marks. And efforts are more important than the results. Loyalty is more important than royalty. Progress is more important than perfection. Communication is more important than the content. Finally, proper work is more important than the paperwork. Thank you. Live long, live in.
Thank you, sir, for your illuminating and thought-provoking keynote address, which has provided us with a deeper insight into the challenges and opportunities in this field. A heartfelt thanks to you, sir. Yoga and Ayurveda are the two wings of the same science, both leading to the balance of well-being. We are truly blessed to have Yogatma Sri Hari Dwarakanath, Chairman, GSS Foundation, a renowned yoga guru and visionary educationist. We invite you to address the gathering, sir.
ಭಾರತ ಮಾತೆಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಚಾಮುಂಡಿ ಮಾತೆಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. The whole of wellness is here in Mysore. I welcome you all. I'll just take 2 minutes. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬಹುಶಃ ಇನ್ಯಾರೂ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸಲ್ಲ. He has covered every topic, left nothing to us. Thank you, sir. Your wisdom. We are proud to host you. ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ಅವರು he is heart of the world ಅಂತ. ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಾಗಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಆಯೋಜಕರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಂಥ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಲೀಡರ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ದ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಮೆಂಟರ್, guru, Dr. Ramakrishna sir. Thanks to the fantastic initiative taken by Gajanan Hegde sir and the whole supportive team of Samyojanam 2025, Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. Amantram aksharam nasti, nasti moolam anaushadam, ayogyah purushan nasti, yojakastatra durlabha ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬರದೇ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಯಾವ ಅಕ್ಷರಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಔಷಧಿಗೆ ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬರದೇ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಯಾವುದೇ ಗಿಡಮೂಲಿಕೆಗಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬರದೇ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಜೋಡಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಯೋಜಕರು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ಆ ಯೋಜಕರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸರ್. ಯೋಜಕಸ್ತತ್ರ ದುರ್ಲಭ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಲಭ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈಸೂರು ಇಸ್ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಎ ಟೀಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್. ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ರೈಸಿಸ್ ಬರಲಿ, ಒಂದು 100 ಜನ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಒಂದು ಫೋನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಪರಿಷತ್ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗಜಾನನ್ ಹೆಗ್ಡೆ ಸರ್ ಇಬ್ರು ಒಂದು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂತ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. Mysore is blessed to have and host a lot of such supporters. Anything crisis, whether it is corona crisis or anything, Mysore is blessed to host, blessed to have, take the initiative and see that the program or the crisis is managed. I am here on this stage just to tell, Vishwa Ayurveda Parishattige ಒಂದು supportive system ಬೇಕು. We are planning to launch that supportive system from Mysore. It is promotion and protection of Ayurveda and Ayurveda systems in the whole of the country. The launch will happen today. It's from us, it's from me. I sincerely thank the organizers, thank the dedicated team, thank all the people on the stage, off the stage, to see that this program is made successful. The next 2 days will be wonderful systems for you, wonderful learning for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your short and sweet announcement. Next, we are privileged to have among us Honorable Justice Shri B.A. Patil, sir, former Judge, High Court of Karnataka, a personality embodying fairness, insight, and integrity, whose words always inspire a deep sense of responsibility and ethics. We humbly invite you to address the gathering, sir.
Swamiji Sutturu. The program has been inaugurated and blessings have been received. Dr. C.N. Manjunath, Honorable Member of Parliament and a globally reputed cardiologist. Puja Dr. H.R. Nagendra, Padma Shri Awardee, President of Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhana Samsthana, Bangalore. President of the function, Sri Sharanappa V. Halsi, Vice Chancellor, Karnataka State Open University, Mysore. Dr. N.K. Manjunath Sharma, Vice Chancellor of Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhana Samsthana, deemed to be University, Bangalore. Dr. Yogesh Chandra Mishra, National Executive Member, Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, President of Ayurvedic and Sri Hari Sri, Professor K.K. Divedi, and other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. It is my profound honor to stand before you to address you as a chief guest in this National Conference of Metabolic Disorder. As already Sri Hari said, after Dr. C.N. Manjunath spoke, I think he has elaborately and in detail covered almost all the aspects. It is just like after Kohli has batted, if any batsman comes, so he will be not recognized, and even if he is recognized, so here no man of the match will be given. And I am proud to say, after coming over to this function, many womanhood is here, and they are participating Ayurveda. As rightly pointed out by Dr. Manjunath, sympathy, empathy is required in Ayurveda. So here, when motherhood is there, that it is born sympathy. So definitely, so I congratulate them for having opted this course. And another thing which I wanted to say offhand. So here in the first line, when I see all the elders and dignitaries, they are so fit and so young. So here they are the models of the lifestyle. After seeing them, that we can learn so many things. So in that light, learning starts from first line to last line. So here, my friends, mindfulness is the cultivated art of sustained awareness and intentional anchoring of the mind in the immediacy of the present moment. It is entails observing one's thoughts, emotions, and sensations with clarity and equanimity, free from impulsive judgment or attachment. In a world dominated by perpetual distraction and conjugative fragmentation, mindfulness serves as an antidote to the discrete drift of modern consensus. I request all the delegates and participants to stick to the concept to make this conference a more meaningful and grand success. Because I want to let it pause for a while and say, if any task is taken, so here, mindfulness is the main aspect. If you give 100% attention to that, so definitely it will succeed. So nowadays, as rightly pointed out by Dr. Manjunath sir, so here that though we are in the hall of this conference, so our minds will be outside the hall and thinking so many things. So in that light, so here that this particular saying is there, mindfulness is very essential for the purpose of success of this conference. I also remember the popular quote of Dr. C.N. Manjunath sir. So it is in Kannada, Neenu nadi, ninagagi nanu nadiyuttene. I was surprised why that sir has not quoted this. Always that sir used to quote this. So here, I have made one that is my own say, Neenu Ayurveda ತತ್ವಗಳನ್ನು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ನಡೆ, ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಆರೋಗ್ಯದಿಂದ ನಡೆಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. That is our say. I have little bit modified and changed it. So whoever believes in Ayurveda and adopts its principles, it will keep your health in order and updated. So my friends, the best Ayurvedic slogan is, one man's food is another man's poison. Ayurveda has a theory that anything can be food, medicine, or poison, depending upon who is eating, what is eaten, and how much is eaten. So you know that if we drink more water, so that it will be becoming a poison. So that's why, so here, any excess thing, so here it will be a poison in this particular regard. So here, that is why it is said, when diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When diet is correct, medicine is of no need. So here, that even, so yesterday I was seeing one that is movie, wherein that it is specifically stated in a foreign country that if you make a diet, so here it will keep your health more comfort and fitness. So here, Ayurveda, a traditional system of medicine, originated in India over 5,000 years ago. It is often called the science of life. The word Ayur has come from Sanskrit word, which means life, and Veda means knowledge. Its main principle is to promote health by maintaining delicate balance between the body, mind, and spirit. The importance of Ayurveda signifies in its holistic and personalized approach to health. Main focus is on prevention. Its main treatment is natural healing. Ayurvedic medicines are primarily sourced from natural herbs, plants, minerals, and animal products. They have very less side effects. Metabolic disorder, including diabetes, obesity, and thyroid imbalance, are no longer confined to any one region, community, or age group. They represent a silent yet pervasive epidemic that affects the health, productivity, and well-being of millions across the world. I was seeing the statistics. As per the global statistics, 20 to 30% of the total population of the world is suffering with metabolic disorder. In India alone, the dual burden of lifestyle diseases alongside emerging metabolic conditions calls for a concentrated, informed, and holistic response. Ayurveda, as many of you here uphold and teach, is not merely a system of medicine, it is a philosophy of life. Its central aim has always been to achieve and maintain balance within the body, balance in the mind, and balance with nature. The Ayurvedic perspective of three dishas provides a lens through which human physiology and pathology can be understood in deeply integrative manner, linking diet, behavior, and environment in a unified way. If you look at Ayurveda's journey over recent past, the contrast between pre and post-COVID era is striking. Before the pandemic, Ayurveda often stood at crossroads of faith and skepticism, respected many at sometimes sidelined in mainstream healthcare. However, the global health crisis shifted perspectives dramatically as a people sought resilience and immunity beyond conventional medicines. Ayurveda's timeless principles of holistic wellness, immune modulation, and balance found renewed relevance. In the post-COVID world, the recognition of Ayurveda has grown both nationally and internationally, not merely as an alternative, but as a complementary pillar of health security, prevention, and recovery. What makes Ayurveda particularly relevant in the context of metabolic disease is its emphasis on prevention over cure and its faith in the individual's capacity to sustain health through right living. The concept of Saraswarita, the code of daily conduct, is perhaps one of the earliest frameworks for preventive healthcare. Today, modern science echoes these principles through recommendations on diet, exercise, mindfulness, and stress management areas in which Ayurveda has been a pioneer for millennia. Just now that Dr. Manjunath sir was also referring to this, that diet, exercise, mindfulness, and stress management are very, very important. Yet, we must also recognize that the Ayurveda, to achieve its full potential in addressing modern diseases, it must grow in dialogue with contemporary science. The integration of Ayurvedic wisdom with biomedical research and emerging technologies can open doors to new models of healthcare. Rigorous clinical research, accurate documentation, and standardization of formulations are essential steps to strengthen credibility and global acceptance. In this process, the role of young scholars and researchers is central. You are the torchbearers who will wave the ancient with modern, the spiritual with the empirical. The theme of this conference is connecting tradition with a tomorrow. That is the main object. Here, I urge all of you to remain both faithful to the roots of Ayurvedic thoughts and open to scientific inquiry. Knowledge, after all, thrives not in isolation, but in curiosity, collaboration, and compassion. Let us aim to develop cross-disciplinary expertise that allows physicians trained in Ayurveda to work alongside a modern endocrinologist and a nutritionist and genetic researcher bound by shared goal, that is the patient's well-being. As a member of judiciary, we view health through lens of rights and access. Health is the main aspect of the citizens of this country. Every citizen has a right to health. In that light, if Ayurveda receives institutional support and policy attention, which proper regulations, educational standards, and research funding, it will be with par with other methods. Let us envision a future where an Ayurvedic physician is sought not as an alternative, but as an integral part of the comprehensive healthcare. We have to see a future where the wisdom of Charaka and Sushruta stands not in the annals of history, but in the clinics, hospitals, and wellness centers that shape modern Indian health landscape. Metabolism is not just any area of research. It is one of the most urgent public health challenge. Conditions like diabetes, hypertension, and obesity are the pillars of metabolic syndrome, which they lead to chronic diseases. A day has come, we must shift our focus from treatment to prevention by managing the underlying metabolic derailments. This conference is unique because it brings together truly multidisciplinary forces. They have come here with a single purpose and goal, that is to protect the health of mankind. I encourage you to focus on following aspects during your deliberations. Early detection and risk stratification or sorting data with the people objects into distinct groups or layers. How we can use new biomarkers and genetic insights to identify patients at risk before significant irreversible damage occurs to them. The second one is therapeutic and providing remedy by innovations. Third one is knowledge dissemination or broadcasting. More and more awareness camps and programs must be held to give awareness about the metabolic disorders and its effects and how to overcome from it. Lastly, most of the diseases comes to human body due to laziness. So Dr. Manjunath was referring, so here more than 30% of our people are lazy. We must make the people to work more, putting physical exercise. Let this conference should not be only presentation of papers, but a renewal of our collective mission, that is to apply timeless Ayurvedic wisdom to the challenges of a changing world. 2 days discussion must show the seeds of healthier, more balanced tomorrow. One word about Karnataka State Open University. It is the only university in the state to offer open and distance education under the stewardship of Professor Halsey, Vice Chancellor. The State University has achieved NAC A+ grade and has also made name in the State University. 80 academic programs are going on. In that light, I, on behalf of you, that is, request you to use the services of this university for giving distant education in the field of Ayurveda to preserve and protect the health of the citizens of this country by using the said institution. This conference, let it be launchpad for new ideas to stop syndrome of metabolic disorder. With the words of Mahatma Gandhi, I conclude my speech. I quote, live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if we were to live forever. I thank Professor Sharanappa V. Halsey, Vice Chancellor of Karnataka State Open University, Dr. Gajanan Hegde, Organizing Secretary, and other organizing committee members for having given me this opportunity to share my few thoughts. Live long, live young. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka. Thank you for giving an opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. Owing to other pre-scheduled programs, Dr. C.N. Manjunath, sir, will be proceeding to the next engagements. On behalf of all the delegates present here, we render a heartfelt thanks to you, sir.
With immense pleasure, we welcome Dr. N.K. Manjunath Sharma, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, S. Vyasa, deemed to be University, Bengaluru, a guiding force in the academic world and a torchbearer of integrative research. We request you, sir, for brief, valuable thoughts as we are running out of the time for scientific session.
Namaste and good afternoon to everyone. Nidaye sarva vidyanam bishaje bhavaroginam guruve sarvalokanam dakshinamurtaye namah yogena chittasya padena of an impact this person is going to have. When we talk of lifestyle, it is very essential to understand different connotations attached with various components of lifestyle when we mention it. We say that any derangement in metabolism, it is not a disease per se. This derangement is purely because of the wrong lifestyle what we follow. And how do you get into this wrong lifestyle? Purely we don't have that control on our sensory modalities. The 5 senses rule us, right? So these 5 senses, if you don't have a regulation and control, then your lifestyle is very simply compromised. We also say that this sensory overrule happens because of something called chitta kleshas. Kleshas, we talk about this avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha. The biggest problem for us is abhinivesha, as said in Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Abhinivesha talks for fear of change. Actually, it is said that fear of death is what is abhinivesha. But the problem for us is fear of change. And that contributes to a series of issues. And the primary foci here is avidya. Probably a conference like this is going to remove that avidya, and it's going to add a lot of knowledge base, because of which we can discipline ourselves. This conference is not meant for the people who are going to talk about lifestyle and metabolic disorders to others. So probably the first change is expected in all the people sitting in this auditorium. How well can we adopt all that what is being spoken about lifestyle from today onwards? It's very essential to actually keep that Duryodhana out of us. Okay, so there is in Mahabharata, there is a prasanga where Krishna asked Duryodhana that you know everything very well, but still you get carried away doing wrong things. In a change, then all that will happen. Somebody asked me, where do we start? I always say that the starting point is aligning yourself with day-night cycle. Wake up early in the morning, sleep early in the night. If you can start doing this, rest everything will align with you. If you wake up early in the morning, I'm not talking about Brahma Muhurta. Very good if you can wake up at Brahma Muhurta. We have done a lot of studies looking at the neuroscience component of it, how it can improve cognitive modalities in the brain if you wake up early in the morning. But in addition to that, lots of changes in our body. Okay, like in the night, we all tend to, there are so many people, the nights are longer, right? The days are shorter. Nights are longer because you go to bed, but you never sleep. You tend to get engaged with your social media on your mobile phones, and the reels never end. Okay, Dr. Manjunath was talking about all that addiction of smartphone is the biggest issue. And how do you sleep until you say bye to your social media? Fundamental problem starts from there. There are 2 hormones which are suffering in your body. Okay, there is one which is melatonin. There is another one called cortisol. As the day progresses, cortisol goes up. As the night progresses, melatonin goes up. So we want to reverse these 2 things. We want to be awake for longer duration, then melatonin gets confused, then your sleep is compromised. Then you have lots of sleep-related disorders, sleep-related issues. Now, how do you fix your metabolic problem or metabolic syndrome? Start from here. Okay, so there are fundamental corrections what we need to do. I come from a yoga university. We had done an extensive research work on reversing diabetes. If at all, if somebody can say that we can reverse diabetes, it is no more a disease for life, it is only the Ayush professionals. Pat on your back and say that proudly you are an Ayush professional. Except Ayush professionals. Of course, Dr. Manjunath is an amazing integrative medical practitioner. We are blessed to have people like Dr. Manjunath. But otherwise, it's the responsibility of Ayush professionals to really reverse or to bring in a change in non-communicable diseases. When we did this study, in 250,000 diabetes patients, two things happened. One is many of the people who are suffering from diabetes, they have reversed themselves to pre-diabetes state. While there were many of them in pre-diabetes state, they have reversed themselves to be without diabetes or reaching normalcy. You just practice 20 minutes of yoga in the form of physical activity and relaxation and bit of pranayama. I can guarantee you whole lot of changes in your body can happen, which can reverse many of the conditions, not necessarily diabetes alone. We need to have a conviction. We need to have a belief. We need to do it rigorously. We need to do it religiously. Then only we will achieve it. It is said very well that anything you take up and continue for 21 days, it becomes your habit. Anything you continue for 90 days, it becomes your lifestyle. Why can't we do it? We can do it very well. But we have this Duryodhana in us. We have that tamasic personality in us. We have to come out of it to achieve all this. I am sure as the doctors and propagators of Ayush systems of medicine, each one of you are going to stick on to those basic principles of Ayush. We don't need to compromise on any aspect of our system to please anybody. The whole world is looking at Ayush of India. And later, we will say that somebody else has declared that a lifestyle change is the only way to manage metabolic syndrome, then we will all follow it. In cancer management, in the guidelines, yoga therapy has been added as an adjuvant. In depression management, yoga therapy has been added as an adjuvant. We have a strong, very strong hold to put Ayush as the mainstream medicine for future without any hesitation, because that's the way, that's the place where we are going to deliver what we are committed to the society. Having said that, it's my privilege to be here. It's a great place. Many congratulations to the Vice Chancellor and Registrar of this university. It is an amazing place to be here. My first visit to KSOU. And thanks to our own beloved Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, sir. He is a, for youngsters, we call them as pocket dynamos. But he is a full dynamo. I mean, the energy what he can bring into any place is unimaginable. And he has been very well supported by each and every Karyakarini or Padadikari of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad. Really grateful to Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad for putting together an event of this nature. Amazing, sir. I also wanted to thank all the people who have put their efforts behind the screen, including the team from Sushruta Ayurveda Medical College and each one of those doctors who have come here from across the country. I wish you are going to have a great 2 days. Learn from each one of them. Not just learning is important, but bring it into your practice because you are the change maker. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your profound message and continued encouragement to the academics community. We now have the honor of hearing from Professor Dr. Yogesh Chandra Mishra, National Organizing Secretary, Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, and a renowned author in Ayurveda. We request you for a brief, valuable thought, sir.
सर्वेभ्यो नमः। भवानी शंकरौ वंदे श्रद्धा विश्वास रूपिणौ याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धाः स्वान्तस्थमीश्वरम्। यत् प्रभा पटलोद्भासी भासते अद्यापि भारत आयुर्वेदात्मकं ज्योतिः शाश्वतं नः प्रकाशताम्। आज के इस सभागार में देश का जो सर्वश्रेष्ठ मंच हो सकता है, ऐसा समादरणीय मंच जिसमें श्रेष्ठ आयुर्वेदज्ञ, योग को विश्व में फैलाने वाले संस्थान से संबंधित सभी लोग, विद्या के, ज्ञान के ऐसे लोगों को दूरस्थ जो लोग हैं उन तक फैलाने वाले लोग, कर्नाटक के श्रेष्ठ न्यायमूर्ति, इस संस्थान के सभी श्रेष्ठगण और इस सभागार में उपस्थित अनेक स्थानों से पधारे हुए, अपना समय जिनको लगता है कि मेरे पास जो ज्ञान है उसको समाज को बांटा जाए, ऐसे सभी महानुभाव और विशेषकर आयुर्वेद के अनुरागीगण और वो विद्यार्थी वर्ग जिनके लिए इस टाइप के, इस प्रकार के कार्यक्रमों का आयोजन विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद ने आयोजित किया। कार्यक्रम का नाम हम लोग जानते हैं, संयोजनम, ये नाम है। हम जानते हैं संयोजनम माने लोगों को जोड़ना, लोगों को ही नहीं जोड़ना, अनेक चीजें हैं। कार्यक्रम है विद्यार्थियों के लिए कर्माभ्यासम माने प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज ऑफ वेरियस थिंग्स। हम लोग जो कार्यक्रम कर रहे हैं वर्षानुवर्ष, उनके लिए नूतनम इनोवेशंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी जो आज विश्व में हो रही है, उसको भी स्वास्थ्य के साथ जोड़ना, विद्यार्थियों के साथ जोड़ना, गतिविधि, एक्टिविटीज, श्लोक वाचन, डिबेट, ओरिएंटेशन, ओरेशन, सब प्रकार की चीजों में नेतृत्व को डेवलप करने के लिए जो जो गतिविधियां हो सकती हैं उन सब का आयोजन करना। शोध प्रबंध वाचन मीन्स विभिन्न प्रकार के जो पेपर्स हैं, रिसर्चेज हैं, उनको पब्लिक में लाया जाए। आजकल क्या हो रहा है, रिसर्च बहुत हो रही है। हमारे ऊपर एक ही आरोप लगता है कि शायद आयुर्वेद में शायद रिसर्च नहीं है, रिसर्च बहुत है। वो रिसर्च हमको कैसे नौकरी मिल जाए, हमारे ज्ञान को प्रकाश में नहीं आता, तो ऐसे सबको प्रकाशित करने के लिए शोध प्रबंध वाचन। फिर हमारे अंदर छिपी हुई जो और विशेषताएं हैं, गायन है, नृत्य है, क्रीडन है, तो इसके लिए अभिमंचनम, क्रीडनम, विभिन्न प्रकार की खेल की प्रतियोगिताएं, ऐसे सब चीजों को इकट्ठा करके ये संयोजनम प्रारंभ हुआ 2018 में काशी में प्रारंभ हुआ। इसके बाद में कोविड आ गया, तो फिर ऑनलाइन एक बार करना पड़ा 2020 में, 2022 में भोपाल में, फिर 24 में जयपुर में, और जयपुर में यहाँ के जो सर्वश्रेष्ठ हमारे कार्यकर्ता और इसका आयोजन के भी संगठन के पीछे लगे हुए श्रेष्ठ व्यक्ति है रामकृष्ण जी, उन्होंने जयपुर के मंच से तय किया कि नहीं नहीं, अगला कार्यक्रम हम लोग जो है वो मैसूर में उसमें करेंगे, कर्नाटक में करेंगे। और कर्नाटक ने टोली ने तय किया कि सब इस प्रकार के कार्यक्रम करेंगे। और यहाँ के कार्यक्रम के बाद 2027 में इसी प्रकार का कार्यक्रम दिल्ली में आयोजित करने का निर्णय ये यहाँ की कार्य समिति ने लिया है। तो इस प्रकार का ये आयोजन इस प्रकार के लिए हम लोग कर रहे हैं। हम लोग जानते हैं कि हमारी थीम क्या है, स्ट्रेंथ रिमेन्स इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, संघे शक्ति कलौ युगे। संगठित करना, संगठित होना ये शक्ति का प्रतीक है। हमारे ज्ञान की अग्नि को अभी डॉक्टर साहब ने चर्चा की थी कि हमारी जो पाचक अग्नि है वो जब मंद हो जाती है, हम लोग जानते हैं आयुर्वेद के लोग हैं, सर्वे पे रोगा मंदाग्नौ, सभी रोगों की जननी मंदाग्नि है। अग्नि मंद हो गई, आप असिमिलेट नहीं कर रहे बॉडी को, इसी के कारण से होने वाली ये जो व्याधियां हैं। तो हमारी ज्ञानाग्नि और कर्माग्नि दोनों को जानबूझ करके मंद किया गया पिछले 200 सालों में, और वो परंपरा धीरे धीरे अभी भी चल रही थी। तो उसको मंदाग्नि को कर्माग्नि के द्वारा, ज्ञानाग्नि के द्वारा पुनः प्रज्वलित करने का काम ये विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद ने अपने हाथ में लिया है। और इसके माध्यम से काशी में स्थापित ये संस्था प्रारंभ की थी 1997 में, 1997 में। अभी 27 वर्ष का हम लोग युवा होने जा रहे हैं, धीरे धीरे करके हमारा बढ़ रहा है। माननीय जो हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री हैं उन्होंने कहा, डॉक्टर साहब ने भी दोहराया कि 2047 तब तक हमारा राष्ट्र निश्चित रूप से विश्व के मंच पर नंबर 1 पे खड़ा होना है। स्वास्थ्य के क्षेत्र में जो भी करना है तो 2047 इस समय हमारा जो संगठन है विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद, उसकी आयु 50 वर्ष की होगी। हमारा हीरक जयंती कार्यक्रम होगा और उसके माध्यम से निश्चित रूप से, जैसा कि उत्साह पूरे देश में हम देख रहे हैं, विदेशों में भी प्रकार हो रहा है, तो ऐसे माध्यमों से हम सब लोग कर रहे हैं। बाकी जो विषय लिया गया, ये आज के इस कार्यक्रम में जो जो लोग उपस्थित हैं, विद्यार्थी उपस्थित है, शिक्षक उपस्थित है, आयुर्वेद के अनुरागी लोग उपस्थित हैं, योग के विज्ञान को पूरे विश्व में फैलाने वाले लोग उपस्थित हैं। योग और आयुर्वेद का अभी जो निवेदन किया गया पतंजलि का, योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचाम मलम शरीरस्य तो वैदिकेन, तो शारीरिक, मानसिक, आध्यात्मिक सभी व्याधियों को दूर करने की क्षमता वाले जो लोग हैं, सभी अनेक विश्वविद्यालयों के कुलपति यहाँ मंच पर मौजूद है, केंद्रों के, शोध केंद्रों के लोग उपस्थित हैं। उन सबके परिश्रम को सिद्ध सफल करने के लिए आप सब लोग यहाँ उपस्थित हैं। तो ये निश्चित हमारी दिशा निश्चित है। हमने तय किया था एम्पावरिंग द स्टूडेंट्स या एम्पावरिंग द यूथ ऑफ आयुर्वेद, आयुर्वेद के विद्यार्थियों को शक्ति सम्मत बनाने के काम को लेकर के हम लोग आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। और वो शक्ति आसुरी शक्ति में परिवर्तित ना हो जाए, इसलिए उसके लिए दिशा ठीक से निर्धारित होती रहे। ये कार्यक्रम, इस प्रकार के कार्यक्रमों का आयोजन जिसमें डिसिप्लिन दिखाई देगा, जिसमें लोग दिखाई देंगे, क्षमता कैसी कैसी हो सकती है। एक उदाहरण देके मैं समाप्त करूंगा। अभी जो कार्यक्रम हुए थे योग दिवस के, तो एक कॉलेज ने, पहले हम लोगों ने भोपाल में उस प्रयोग को किया, जो पथ्य सती गदार्थ की चर्चा की कि अगर आप डाइटरी रिजिमेंट ठीक है तो कोई व्याधि नहीं होगी। भोपाल में हम लोगों ने तय किया तो वहां पर 47 टाइप के पथ्यों के आयोजन, और लोगों ने निर्माण किया। चरक के पन्ने लौटे, सुश्रुत के पन्ने लौटे कि भाई ठीक है, अश्मरी में क्या खाना, तो अब वो चीज़ों को प्रयोग में लाना, वो चीज़ें कहीं चली नहीं गई हैं, उनके प्रिपरेशंस बनाए। और उसी के अनुरूप में भी उत्तर प्रदेश के एक कॉलेज ने अभी आयुर्वेद दिवस पर इसी कार्यक्रम का आयोजन किया। और उन्होंने कहा ठीक है भाई, हम लोगों की प्रवृत्ति तो नहीं बदल सकते, लेकिन कुछ बदल सकते हैं। तो क्या बदल सकते हैं? प्रेजेंटेशन बदल सकते हैं। और उन्होंने तय किया जो गोलगप्पे होते हैं, जिनको बड़े प्रेम से लोग खाते हैं, उस गोलगप्पे में क्या खाना, कौन सी चटनी खाना, तो वातज, पित्तज और कफज व्याधियों को नष्ट करने वाले क्वाथ को पॉजिटिव रूप में प्रेजेंट करके गोलगप्पों के रूप में प्रेजेंट किया। ये हमारे युवाओं का सोच है जो आजकल सामने आ रहा है। तो ऐसे सब कार्यों का आयोजन करने के लिए विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद काम कर रहा है। बाकी तो जो विषय हो सकते हैं, लेकिन हमको स्वयं भी कोई हमसे कहे कि नहीं बहुत देर हो गई अब मत बोलिए, बोलने के लिए तो बोला ही जा सकता है। इसलिए मैं आप सबको प्रणाम करता हुआ, आप सबका सहयोग जैसा विश्व आयुर्वेद परिषद को मिला है। कई बार विश्व, हम लोग आज चर्चा कर रहे थे कि विश्व शब्द ये तो ठीक है कि हमें विश्व में प्रसारित करना है, लेकिन अगर आयुर्वेद परिषद ही कहना शुरू करें तो शायद ज़्यादा इजी हो जाएगा। तो ऐसे आयुर्वेद को जो विभिन्न इनोवेशंस के माध्यम से हम लोगों को सहयोग मिल रहा है, वो निश्चित मिलेगा। और अगले जो लक्ष्य किया है हम लोगों ने, उसमें हम लोग निश्चित रूप से सफल होंगे। हमने सब प्रकार के कार्यक्रमों में इन जितने भी गणना की, उन सबके प्रकोष्ठ बनाए, उन सबको संयोजन करना। कई पब्लिकेशंस हमारे सामने अभी दिखाई दिए गए। गत वर्ष जो कार्यक्रम हुआ था जयपुर में, उसकी जो प्रोसीडिंग्स हैं, डॉक्टर राकेश यहाँ आए हैं, उन्होंने उनका नोटिंग की, उसका कवर पेज का वो भी कराया। लगभग 800 पेज का 2-3 दिन का कार्यक्रम है वो। यहाँ भी सब चीज़ें इकट्ठी हो रही हैं। तो ये जो कहा जा रहा है, ये खाली कहने और सुनने के लिए नहीं है, व्यवहार में लाने के लिए है। आप सब युवक लोगों से मेरा अनुरोध है कि इस सबको अपने जीवन में, जैसे अभी अभी कहा गया कि एक चीज अपना लीजिए आप। 2 चीजों की भी जरूरत नहीं है, अर्ली टू सोना या अर्ली टू उठना। आप तय कर लीजिए हम अर्ली उठेंगे तो सोएंगे अपने आप ही, तो चक्र तो अपने आप पूरा होगा। आप अपने आप अर्ली सोएंगे, अगर तय कर लेंगे कि समय सोना है, तो फिर अपने आप ही चक्र घूमने लगेगा। ऐसे ही आयुर्वेद को आपने ग्रहण नहीं किया है, आयुर्वेद में आके कोई गलती नहीं हो गई है। भगवान की योजना के कारण आप आयुर्वेद में आए हैं, और आपको लग रहा है कि आयुर्वेद में आने के कारण इतने मंचस्थ लोगों का, श्रेष्ठ लोगों का मार्गदर्शन आपको प्राप्त हो रहा है। इसको अपने जीवन में अपनाइए। निश्चित रूप से अगली सदी भारत, जैसे अगली सदी भारत की है, वैसे ही अगला जो 25 वर्ष का कालखंड है वो भारत का है। यही चिकित्सा पद्धति, क्यों उसमें चिकित्सा पद्धति नहीं है? अभी मंच से ही कहा गया, हमारे पास द्रव्यभूत चिकित्सा भी है, अद्रव्यभूत चिकित्सा भी है। कुछ नहीं करना आपको, खाली अपने अपने को माइंड को मेकअप करना, मन को सुरक्षित करना, क्योंकि मन ही सबका कारण है। उसको करेंगे तो आयुर्वेद बढ़ेगा। ये निवेदन करते हुए, आपका जैसा सहयोग मिला उसको सबको धन्यवाद भी देते हुए मैं अपनी बात समाप्त करूंगा। जय आयुर्वेद, जय धन्वंतरि।
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to a very special moment of our program, the felicitation of our distinguished guests. We truly honor to have you with us today, and it is our privilege to recognize your presence and contribution. May I request the Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna sir and Dr. Gajanana Hegde sir to join us on stage for the felicitation ceremony. I request Honorable Justice Shri B.A. Patil sir, former Judge, High Court of Karnataka, to receive felicitation. Please put your hands together to appreciate their contribution.
Every event reaches its pinnacle when presided over by a visionary who guides with wisdom and leads with a purpose. We are privileged to invite Dr. Professor Sharanappa V. Halse, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Karnataka State Open University, Mysuru, to deliver the presidential address.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good afternoon to all. It is indeed pleasure and momentum, great pride for the Karnataka State Open University, Mysore, to associate with the Visva Ayurved Parishat and other esteemed collaborators in hosting the prestigious national seminar on metabolic disorders. On behalf of Karnataka State Open University, I extend warm welcome to all the dignitaries, guests, scholars, researchers, participants, and students who have gathered here to share the knowledge, idea, and inspirations. Divine presence of the inauguration and the blessings of the honor, His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Sivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, Jagadguru Veera Saiva Mahasthana Mat Sri Sutturu, Keynote Speaker Dr. C.N. Manjunath, Honorable Member of Parliament and globally reputed cardiologist, Chief Guest of the program, Honorable Justice B.A. Patilji, former Judge of High Court of Karnataka, Dr. H.R. Nagendra, Padma Shri Awardee, President of S. Vyasa Society, Bangalore, Guest of Honor, Dr. Yogesh Chandra Misraji, National Executive Member, Dr. Manjunath Sharma, Honorable Vice Chancellor of S. Vyas deemed to the University, Bangalore, Dr. B. Ramakrishna, President, Visva Ayurvedic Parishat, Karnataka, Professor Naveen Kumar, Registrar, Karnataka State Open University, Mysore, Dr. Gajanan Hegde, Organizing Secretary of Symposium, and Professor M. Ramanatham Naidu, Dean, Academic, Karnataka State Open University, Mysore, Dr. K.K. Trivedis, Sri Harishji, and all dignitaries on the dais, invitees, media persons, and my dear friends, sisters and brothers. Higher education for everywhere, everyone, everywhere. This guide principles of the definite vision of the Karnataka State Open University since its establishment in 1992. The university has been committed to making the quality education accessible, equitable, and inclusive for learners from every walk of life. Though the open distance learning, Karnataka State empowers working professionals, homemakers, rural and remote learners, and lifelong students to pursue their academic dreams, recognizing the University Grant Commission and the Distance Education Bureau. The university integrates technology, embed learning with the focus on academic excellence, ethic, growth, and the social responsibility. Our institution has always believed that the trust, purpose of education extends beyond the classroom. It lies in the promoting the research, critical thinking, and a spirit of inquiry. In this regard, we are deeply committed fostering scientific understanding and interdisciplinary learning, especially where the ancient wisdom, and the modern society coverage. It is this very spirit of the university proud to have host the Vishwa Ayurvedic Parishad National Ayurvedic Seminar on Metabolic Disorder 2025. Hosting this national seminar on metabolic disorders perfectly aligns with this vision of Ayurveda with its profound emphasis on the balance, prevention, and holistic wellness, offers the inclusiveness insights into many life-related conditions that modern world is grappling with the today's. Such the academic gathering serves the vital platform for diagnosis between the traditional knowledge system and contemporary biomedical sciences, enriching both. I sincerely appreciate and tireless efforts of the organizing committee, the faculty members, and all collaborators who have worked with dedication to make this event a really realized. My behalf of heartfelt gratitude goes to our honored guests and speakers who have presence and adds the immense value and inspiring to this seminar. As we inaugurate Symposium of 2025, I wish for this gathering to become a true meeting point where the ideas blend, traditions evolves, the collective wisdom paves the way for the healthier, more harmonious society. Once again, I extend my warmest welcome to and best wishes to all the participants. May this event be insightful, productive, and memorable for everyone involved. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening and encouraging address that beautifully crowned today's inaugural session. Every event owes its success to the tireless efforts of many unseen hands. To express our heartfelt gratitude to all who made Samyojanam 2025 a grand success. We now invite Dr. Gajanana Hegde, sir, Organizing Secretary Samyojanam 2025, to propose the vote of thanks.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Respected dignitaries on the dais, honored guests, scholars, teachers, delegates, volunteers, students, and dear friends. On behalf of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad and Karnataka State Open University, it is my proud privilege to propose vote of thanks on this auspicious inauguration of Samyojanam 2025. With deep reverence and heartfelt gratitude, I am in front of you to offer our humble vote of thanks to His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Shivratri Deshkendra Mahaswamiji of Suttur Srimat, whose divine presence and blessings have illuminated this occasion. His life itself as an ideal example of service, compassion, and wisdom. Through Akshara Dasoha, Anna Dasoha, and Ashraya Dasoha, which has uplifted and empowered countless individuals. Our sincere thanks to his benevolent support and blessings towards this program, Samyojanam 2025, which have made it possible for us to organize it successfully. His divine presence has filled this gathering with spiritual energy and purpose, on behalf of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad and all present here, I extend our deepest gratitude and respectful pranamas at his holy feet in his absence. Respected Dr. C.N. Manjunath, sir, it is indeed a greater honor and privilege to have you with us today. On behalf of organizers, I extend our gratitude to you for graciously accepting our invitation to deliver keynote address today. Your thought-provoking keynote address have added immense value to this event and also have motivated every one of us to strive in our respective fields. Your insight on healthcare and commitment towards ethical medical practice has left a deep impression on public. We sincerely thank in his absence. On behalf of Karnataka State Open University and Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, I express our gratitude to Justice B.A. Patil, sir, for your inspiring address and the time you have spared for us in spite of your busy schedule. Your presence has added immense prestige and meaning to this event. I take this opportunity to express our deep sense of gratitude to Professor Sharanappa Halse, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Karnataka State Open University, for his wholehearted support in making this mega event successful. His constant guidance, motivation, and remarkable leadership have been instrumental in every stage of planning and execution. We are truly indebted to him for generously providing the beautiful university venue and extending all possible help. His involvement is a true source of strength to the entire organizing team. Sir, once again, I thank you on behalf of our organization. I extend our thanks to Professor Naveen Kumar, Registrar, Karnataka State Open University, for gracing this event and for his constant support and encouragement. Your guidance and cooperation are the key to success of this event. I extend my sincere thanks to Professor Ramanatham Naidu, Academic Dean, Karnataka State Open University, for gracing this occasion with his presence and valuable support and encouragement throughout organizing this event. I take this opportunity to express our gratitude to Dr. Manjunath Sharma, Honorable Vice Chancellor S. Vyasa, for gracing this occasion. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us. My sincere vote of thanks to Dr. Yogesh Chandra Mishra ji, the most senior and esteemed founder member, Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad, for his constant advice and guidance and inspiring presence, which have always been source of strength for us. On this occasion, Dr. K.K. Dwivedi, Honorable Member of NCISM, for his gracing this occasion. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Sri Hari, also said to be Yogatma, for his inspiring presence. Our hearty gratitude to Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, sir, for his inspiring initiation, constant encouragement, wholehearted support, and dynamic leadership in successfully organizing Samyojanam 2025, a national Ayurveda conference. His active involvement and visionary guidance are a true driving force behind this grand event. On this occasion, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all dignitaries, invitees, resource persons, donors, sponsors, media persons, and volunteers, and also all executive members of Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad come from across the India for their active involvement and encouragement. ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಷನ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ which will be conducted in this occasion. I request all the delegates. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for the graceful vote of thanks and for being the guiding force behind this grand Samyojanam 2025. As we conclude this inspiring morning, let us rise for Vande Mataram.
वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां सस्यश्यामलां मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी फुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमगणशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् सप्तकोटिकण्ठ कलकलनिनादकराले द्विसप्तकोटि भुजेन्द्रित करवाले की बोली माँ तुमी अबले बहुबलधारिणीं नमामि तारिणीं रिपुदलवारिणीं मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम् तुमी विद्या तुमी धर्म तुमी हृदय तुमी मर्मा तुम ही प्राण शरीर बाहु रे तुमी माँ शक्ति तुम्हारे प्रतिमा घड़ी घड़ी मंदिरे मंदिरे वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम् तुमी दुर्गा दश प्रहरण तारिणी कमला कमलदल विहारिणी वाणी विद्यादायिनी नमामि अमलां अतुलामजरां सुजलां सुफलां मातरं श्यामलां सरलां सुष्मितां भूषितां जननीं धरणीं मातरं वन्दे मातरम् सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां सस्यश्यामलां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं। जय हिंद।
Thank you, ma'am. With this, we conclude the inaugural session of Samyojanam 2025. Let us carry forward this energy into the upcoming scientific sessions where intellectual tradition and innovation unite for healthier tomorrow. Thank you one and all.
Dear delegates, we are requesting you to use right side staircase to enter dining hall. Entrance from outside is closed. Kindly produced food coupons to avail lunch.